Hello, hello, hello. We are making a video together, and I want to talk about the ending of time again, which I have talked about in my previous videos many times. The ending of time in the psychological sense, of course, not in the field of reality, as Jiddu Krishnamurti and David Bohm are talking about, the field of reality as we perceive it here on this planet and also would perceive it on Mars. Maybe our time perception would be different on Mars or on the moon. I don't know, maybe slightly different, so that could be, so I don't know for sure. But I want to talk about this, particularly this one video in which they discuss the end of aging. Now that's really something. Jiddu Krishnamurti claims that if we attain, and he doesn't use the word enlightenment, and I don't use the word enlightenment, but most people use that word, but I would use a different term. How did he call it? If we attain non-division, okay, non-duality, a state of non-duality, okay. Now I would have to explain this to most people. Most people are not informed about these terms and this thought school and this these philosophical ideas that have been going through the world for a very long time. So, and Jiddu Krishnamurti and Dr. David Bohm, Jiddu Krishnamurti was an Indian teacher and scholar. He was a scholar of the Theosophical Society in which he grew up. And it's a long story. I'm not going to get into the details of this. But I view him as the blue god. Okay, Jiddu Krishnamurti, his existence of more than 90 years was one of the incarnations of the infinite cosmos itself, the blue god, okay, the infinity, infinite space and infinite time, if we want to call it that. But time really, according to what he says, time does not exist. In the field of truth, in the field of reality, of course, that is something that we are facing on a daily basis. Science is getting into studying those kind of things, like how to get from one place to another. That involves time, of course, physical time in the physical sense. But then again, time, as they have themselves already explored, time becomes relative. Time starts to morph. Time starts to take on a curvature, and it is no longer, it does not pertain to that what we perceive here on this planet as time. If you go out there into space, and they have measured this, they took clocks with them. I think they even took atomic clocks with them that are absolutely minutely accurate. And when they came back, the Earth had progressed in time more than they had, but only by a few seconds. So that's how they know for sure that time is relative. And Jiddu Krishnamurti went about this from the philosophical point of view. So, and that's also where philosophy and science are meeting ultimately. I would not call philosophy religion. So, and that's why I like to keep things strictly philosophical and not go so much into what people have written into scriptures. It is worthy to study it. It is worthwhile to look into it and to read it, but then find out for yourself. You have to explore it for yourself. You can't just take some scripture, no matter how old or wise it may appear. You can't just take some scripture from our ancient ancestors or whatever ancestors, okay? Or some people call them elders and put them on a pedestal. That's a mistake. Okay? They're not mini gods, okay, these people. Right? They were very ignorant in terms of a lot of stuff that science in general, if you put all the scientific knowledge together that people have accumulated to this point, they were way behind in the past. So they were just speculating, and they were projecting some ideas into certain phenomena, and they would attribute phenomena to certain gods and so on. There's nothing wrong with it, but the problem comes in when it becomes religialized, and when people start to not question these things anymore and not explore into it anymore. You have the right to explore into it. You have the right to take everything apart and analyze everything. You have the right to get into the tomb of Jesus Christ in Jerusalem. And you have the right to put this under an electron microscope, all these bits and pieces of Dead Sea Scrolls and so on that have flocked apart from 2,000 plus years, right? So they can't be preserved indefinitely, no matter how they're stored, right? So we have the right to explore into all of these things. I'm making a video right now, so we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about later. So time is relative. Time is non-linear. Time is something we perceive. Okay, we perceive physically and we work with physically. Of course we have to do this, but I think this Isaac Newton, he established certain laws of physics, and that was very, very advanced for his time. I don't know, he lived around 1600, so that was very good what he has done. But of course he could not wrap his head around and understand that these laws of physics that he has established would fade and fizzle out as you go out into the infinite cosmos, moving away from this planet. Okay, so there is a very specific gravitational field here on this planet because of the entire star constellation. And that word in itself there's already a problem with that word, constellation. Together put stagnant. That's like on a piece of paper or something. No, it's not stagnant. It's not stuck together, standing in some kind of coordinate system frozen or something. No, everything is movement all the time. So the star movement, I would call it. We have to rename a lot of words if we want to move forward. We really do. A lot of words have to really be inspected, and they have to be evaluated, and they have to be put into the recycling bin, and they have to be redone, remodeled completely. So yeah, the star movements, star relations, planetary relations, they are related in their we're all related, everything's related. They are the relation from one planet to another in distance and in gravitational fields and in rotation and in magnetism, electromagnetic charge, and so on. So movement, constant movement. So where we're here on this planet, this is naturally slightly different to being on the moon or on Mars, and even more different to being on Venus or being on Gliese 22 or whatever these Earth-like planets are called, right? Or Kepler 22, Kepler 22b, or Kepler 22c. So there's a lot of Earth-like planets, Earth-like because they're in a very specific distance and rotational distance to their own sun. So there's a potentiality of developing something like what has developed here on this planet. So, and a biological evolutionary development. So there's a potential for that, and it could have happened there. And obviously they can't zoom in clearly enough to see what's actually happening on Kepler 22b, right, or C or D or whatever, or any of these Gliese planets. I don't know what they call it, Gliese, but Kepler, because of the Kepler telescope. So there are different types of telescopes, of course, and they are looking out there, and they're constantly observing and finding new things and zooming into so-called dark matter, and then they discover that's not dark matter, that's just farther away. So that's why the telescope didn't pick up the individual dots of planets that are illuminated from their suns. Okay. So, and the Earth itself was more like the sun, and originally, of course, and eventually the sun too is going to cool down, and eventually the sun too will become a planet, but just takes longer time, and then things will shift, and then time, in measurement, physical measurement, will also be shifting in whatever, in trillions of years, when the sun has cooled down and has developed a sun crust like the Earth's crust, and then there's a potential for growing organisms and life and so on, having an evolution happening. So, but maybe then, because then the sun would not shine at the moon or the Earth or other planets around, then things will cool down, way down, and then there will be a sun winter, of course, and then that would not be beneficial for existence. But that won't be until like trillions of years from now. So people are talking about this like, brother, you should be concerned about global warming caused by humans. This is an immediate, that's not in trillions of years. That's an immediate danger. Right now, right now, right now, this is happening. Okay, so baby dog's trying to get onto the stove because Paul has baked vegan chicken and baby dog likes it. I don't know if he likes it better than real chicken, but he likes it probably just as much because it tastes like real chicken. It's really nutritious with nutritious plants in it. Really, really well done. It's great. I had some earlier, so great. Delicious, gourmet, but he overbaked it. But the baby dog, he doesn't care about that. So baby dog, come here to me. Come, we have to sit here, make a video together. Yeah, you want me to give you chicken? No, I can't give a chicken. No, baby dog, no, baby, no. He's gonna take this again. He's gonna take my camera cover again. I can't let him do it. He already shredded one yesterday, so no, you can't have my camera. Baby dog, no, he wants my attention now, so no, he wants my attention. No, baby dog, no trouble, no. Here, come here, sit down here now. Come here, come. No, he doesn't. See, a Staffordshire is not a couch potato like a European Basset Hound. They get bored and they need exercise, and I can't provide it as he needs it. He needs a whole lot of exercise, and we're here on the computer, and then he gets really, really bored, and he takes things and he shreds things, and that's what they do. That's their natural. They're not doing this to give someone a hard time. That's just what they do. People should think about what dog they get before they adopt the dog. So Staffordshires, they need a lot of exercise. And I feel infinitely sad for most stuffy dogs out there. Pit bulls, bulldog mixes, which he's a bulldog mix. And they need a lot of exercise. They need a lot of hiking and running and playing with the rope, and we do that too, but not enough. And that's not good, we need to go hiking much more often with him. So, but anyway, I want to talk about the ending of time because, what he's referring to, Jiddu Krishnamurti, what he's referring to is the ending of time in the psychological sense. Obviously, time doesn't end in the sense of our field of reality, the physical reality. We have a time continuum, but it is pertaining to this particular space in the coordinate system of the infinite cosmos, and not stagnated, of course. And this is not a stagnated coordinate system like in a statistical graph or something. This is alive, this is moving, and this is not a continuum also. That's why I would not use this term, time-space continuum, because time morphs, It doesn't stay the way it is we perceive it here. We perceive it here like this because of this particular gravitational field, that the star movement, the star con movement, not constellation. Con movement is no, baby dog, no. Oh no, he's getting rambunctious. He's bored and he's getting very, very, very rambunctious now. Yes, he wants to play. Yes, I think you want those chicken, the chicken veggie things, veggie patties, and he's frustrated that he can't get to it right now. Yes, he's trying to tell me to help and give him some. Baby dog, we're making a video right now. Yes, we're making a video right now. Yes, yes, we are. And that's why I can't give that vegan chicken patty right now. But I will do that. I will give the vegan chicken patty after the video, okay? Is that okay? Is that a deal? A deal? Huh? No? Deal? Is that a deal? He's like, I don't know. Yes, the kiss is good too. Yes, it's good too. I give the chicken patty later, okay? I will do it. I promise. I give another chicken patty later. Yes, I will do it. So, yes, you got a little bit muddy. Yeah, and you're a little bit wet outside. It's raining today. Yes, it is raining. But I don't have the heater on because it is getting warmer. Oh, my boobs. He leans against my boobs with his real strong muscle. And that hurts. Oh, I'm stepping on my jacket. Just, when he sits on my jacket, I can't get the jacket out. There's no way I can get the jacket out. So, yes, that is what it is. I know, he's moving the computer. I have the